wish that they could actually change things up, or maybe try to change a lot of the hero pools that they're already in. But now it's just showing how they're just comfortable
Di
with what they have.
subscribe dulu guys.
Well,
Sekalian di
hopefully that
like juga
comfort will
guys.
bring them
Kita
through. The
masuk
high-low
di
being
game
banned out by
kedua
Team Cambodia is very
antara
smart.
Mesir
Once
versus
again,
Kamboja.
focusing hard on Fivin's hero pool.
Hero yang di
Already
ban
the Gunpowder
Lancelot,
is gone, the
Isunsin,
high-lows is gone.
Esmeralda,
These are some of the
Baxia,
better
Gatot
roamers that
Kaca,
you have
Hilda,
left
Hylos.
against the Grok and the Eve.
First
Beyond
pick
that,
Mesir,
Team Egypt should
Lapu-Lapu.
probably
Kita lihat
consider
mapnya,
getting rid of the
Expanding
Granger.
Reaper.
It was a big issue in the last game. Having to rely on the Irritel to counter it is no longer quite as viable after what we've witnessed.
Taking out at least one of the hero pools of Mlbb, and it kind of actually give a lot of pressure just now. If you
Ini
actually
Mesir
does
pakai
actually
Fanny
do a
lagi
little
si
bit of
Nanang.
back ban, it's not gonna be good. But they take out Chi instead, when
Chi
the fact is
Chi
they were
di
the one
ban.
who actually picked themselves.
Okay, taking out the CC is fine to try and give Lapu as good of a laning experience as possible. But it's also going to be difficult to get rid of all the potential EXP laners. Cambodia probably wants to... Actually, no, they don't need to ban Glue anymore. They already know Lapu is on the opposite side. It's up to what they want to prioritize first. Cambodia can actually first pick Granger once we enter the second phase, but there is actually
Droppingnya
a logic in letting it go first.
hampir sama
I
ya.
was thinking they might want to prioritize
Kalea
the
di
Kalea
ban.
for themselves, but it looks like they will just get rid of that. That is immediately telling me their fourth pick is Granger.
The fourth pick is Granger, and not only that, they pretty much not
Most
like a little bit of
cup di ban.
denying of the single lockdown coming out from Team Egypt. I think that's pretty much what we saw from the first round as well. But Moskov been taken out from the proportion of Team Egypt as well. I think again, it's not really reading up to
Granger
what
lagi guys,
Cambodia has already
Kamboja.
put out. Why did you take down Moskov when you know for a fact that they're already comfortable with Granger? So yeah, a little bit of question, you know, like why? Why Egypt? Why?
Egypt is going to need to look at some solid
Siapa
lockdown
tadi?
now. I think Kaja is
Gordonnya
actually not bad
Names
for
ya?
them here. The deal with
Names.
Eve and Fredrin. Again, it's not ideal, but
Itu
it's
tuh yang
something.
itu tuh yang
Guinevere is
gua
also
pikir
not
gini
bad
deh.
as a roamer if they're capable of pulling it out. If they want to fall back to Irritel, it still makes sense on paper. But after what happened in game 1, it's a bit hard to put confidence into that. So maybe going into Harif is a
Rita
little
lagi.
safer. But it looks like they will go into Irritel
Badang.
and Badang.
Interesting, but I mean, yeah, when it comes to Fist Crack and Fist Break, you will be able to set things up, lock some of the players from Cambodia.
Kita
So I think when it comes
dukung
to
Mesir
the
lagi aja guys.
initiation, Egypt does have what it takes to actually cover things up. The question is, I'm not
Kita
sure
lihat
if
last
it's going
pick ya.
to be enough though. So far, I do feel like more of their
Jilong, nggak mungkin lah Jilong guys.
not as much as desire, because when it comes to Cambodia, they have so much
Sabar,
damage
nggak
that they
mungkin
can
juga
actually
sabar.
just shred every single lifeline that is right on the front end of Egypt.
Kalian ini
Yeah, the
ada-ada
lineup
aja.
from Team Egypt is still going to be a little harder to play in general. Lapu helps make it a little bit better. But Team Cambodia still have so many possible EXP laners they can pick here. Alice, Uranus, Glue, Arlet. Let's see what it's going to be. It is the Arlet
Arlet.
coming in. Great pair up with the Eve as well. This is an incredible team fight composition from Cambodia. If it's played correctly, no one is touching this
Jangan
Granger.
lupa guys,
No
di
one is
subscribe
touching
guys.
Granger. No one is actually going to be able to touch either one of the players from Team Cambodia. So far on the draft
Satu
line,
sama
I do
atau
have to say
2-0.
I'm liking a little bit from Cambodia's side instead of Egypt.
I agree with you. It's just straight up a better draft. Team Egypt's lineup can work, but it requires more finesse to execute. They need to make sure they're winning out in lane priority, giving away rotations with the Fanny, and preventing invades from the Fredrin, which is already going to be difficult on paper. Then once the mid game comes around, even if they've managed to scale up, direct death ball, front to back team fighting, which is something that Team Egypt tends to do, is just at their disadvantage. So they have to change it up.
Let's see, let's see. Again, this is the last chance for Team Egypt to go into the best of one if they can actually drag up this last semi-final bracket. Can Egypt make the difference? Even though at this side right now we are seeing that Names is actually prioritizing on sprint, so they
Ini
are
kalau 2-0
required to actually say like, I want to do a little bit of fast
Kamboja
pace
ketemu
movement,
sama
mobility-wise,
Indonesia.
but is it going to be enough though with Cambodia, who has so much potential to do a lot of setting up? Welcome to the World Esports Championship 2025. Last chance for Team Egypt. Can they make it or will they break it? Give it up to Cambodia versus Egypt.
Both of these teams have had the opportunity to face off against the defending champion, waiting for them in the grand
Kita lihat
finals.
kali ini di
And
game
now both
kedua.
of them are going head to head for a chance to do it again. Cambodia
Kayaknya mau
is this
dimenangin
close.
si Retail,
Team
guys.
Egypt are the only ones that can stop them in their dominating path.
Ooh, this break books up right there. Urban Rapid been
Telat
picked
ya
up as
lunaknya.
well. So far, Team Cambodia, they also respond very goodly to the side of Team Egypt. They want to pressure each other at
Harus
the same
lebih sabar
time.
si
But
Retail
for
nih.
me, at least for the early game-wise, yes, Team Egypt has some of the damage-wise, but they need to slow things down because previously, they kind of underestimate how a good setup comes
Tapi
in
kalau
from Team
kalah lane
Cambodia.
gini,
At least this time around, it looks
kena
like Team
freeze,
Cambodia
guys.
isn't going for a very early jungle invade. So Nana has been able to farm pretty well by sticking to the default path. They are definitely respecting Vivin on the Badang, this time able to do a little bit more in the first couple of levels. But that first turtle is going to be coming up soon, and we can see that Cambodia and Egypt both going to be pathing up there to prepare for it.
And the fact that Moshi is trying to do a lot of damage, but Names again
aduh
been caught off
diajak
guard by
barbar
Mlbb,
lagi
doing a lot of damage, but
cowok.
still she can still help
Sabar
herself very
Irtel.
wisely. But Nana try to go for the invasion. Urban Rapid being put up. Fist cry also open at the moment right now. Goes in for the final slash, but Nana gets
Aduh,
away easily. But
Nana.
Armor has already been picked up.
Ih.
Moshi still wants to go in all out, but does manage to pull through. But Nuchi is going to be the victim for the first blood of Mochi.
Mid lane-nya
Moshi
mati
doing a great
ya,
job right now.
berbuat
Mlbb
mati lagi
picking up
Retail,
Names
guys.
again in the gold lane. And Nana has been poked out too much. She's gonna try and rush back to the turtle. It's dropping low.
Oh, she's dropping low
Tuh,
indeed.
Nananya
Urban
juga
Rapid be
maksa
put up
itu
by
lagi.
way again. Nana gets away, but here on out, this is going to be a turtle. Moshi again, final slash, comes through and say, no, back off. This is our turtle for the win.
That's just straight up textbook coming in from Team Cambodia. They knew they wouldn't be able to clear the turtle fast enough before Nana came back. So they actually forced the reset and then poked out the Fanny again before continuing to secure it. And now Uwe trying to be annoying as well. Won't be able to steal the buff. But anytime you slow down this Fanny, the more advantageous it becomes for Cambodia.
So far, Cambodia, great invasion. Mighty Swing comes through! Uwe takes down Nana
Sakit guys ya
completely
manusia batu
unaware
tuh.
of that.
Oh, and that's just not a good feeling. You thought you had
Coba
avoided
cek
the grab.
itemnya
But then
mungkin
when your team leaves, you get taken out.
Yeah,
Fury
Higuchi
Hammer sih
trying
kayaknya
to do a
tuh.
trade, but Uwe will be able to move away freely, doesn't even have to worry about it. Again, Team Egypt, no matter how much trade they want to do, it does not goes into their own hands.
And the purple buff is stolen by Tegami as well. The Fredrin now a full level up on the Fanny, which is never a position you want to be in. This is a hero that is somewhat dependent on snowballing. But Team Egypt's lack of a direct front line that is able to threaten the opposite side means that they will consistently have to play defense on their half of the map. And they don't really have the best tools for that.
Let's see, Moshi comes in, final slash. Gonna try to drag Nuchi and Vivin, but still, it's just going to be a little bit of poking coming in from the team of Cambodia. Team Egypt trying to make sure they create a lot of the safe gap between them so that they don't easily be taken out. And this is where I want it to be even more firm, because Team Egypt so far, they kind of actually overextend or they kind of underestimate all the powers that can be done by Team Cambodia.
Team Cambodia is definitely taking advantage of that right now. You can see they're putting a lot of pressure once again on Names' lane. Compared to the last game, the Irritel has not
berasa,
died as
guys,
much as the
pukulan
Granger, but that's
Irritel.
not typically what you want to hear me saying either. At least they're trying to make sure that Names can still remain relevant this time around.
Oh yeah, definitely, because again, they kind of need that stacks up. They kind of
Turtle
actually make
kedua.
sure they don't lose too much of the body in the hands of Team Cambodia. So again, discipline-wise,
Apakah
we
bisa
do have
Nana
to give a little bit of
mencuri
credit to Egypt to
hatinya?
actually function. But at the same time, Urjarabi put out, Vivin and Nuchi comes through, but at the same time, Names try to pull out to the side of Tegami. But again,
Ih,
this burst
lihat
comes in
tuh,
from Team
Nana,
Cambodia,
guys.
so they actually can be able to get
Aduh.
back away. But Tegami stole the turtle. Bobby takes down Nana immediately. That is Cambodia.
That just seemed like way too risky a play. Nana just trying to take the turtle by herself when the enemy team is right there, and Names goes down the
Kayaknya Mesir
RWM and
lagi
Moshi. Once
ini
again,
guys ya,
Cambodia in the
komunikasinya lagi
driver's
kacau.
seat. Tegami even stealing another jungle buff while Baowei is taking the top tower. They are attacking every angle possible, and Team Egypt just has no answers for it.
Egypt tried to zone things out at the mid lane, but little do they know, Team Cambodia, they were quick, they were really fast on their respawn, and that is why they were able to caught Nana off guard. And Nana had to move away, got some space there from the Ultra Rapid, but at the same time, Crucialing going for the final slash. Vivian, overextension, will take it out by Moshi.
That was just straight up a positioning mistake. No reason for Favin to walk that side of the turtle pit. Yes, maybe you're trying to protect your Fanny, but at that point, your Fanny is probably dead if that wall is solid.
Nuche, unfortunately, had to force with the brilliance. Tried to survive it out, but still, at least they actually had an open door right here at the top lane. Banana.
Berarti guys, ini kayak 2-0 nih.
A little bit risky, but at least it opens a little bit of the
Tuh,
resource.
jago udah guys, pakai Nana.
That is needed for Team Egypt.
You do gotta take some risk in Team Egypt's position. They're trying to engage.
This crack open, Moshi gets away though. But at the same time, Names will not deny it. At the same time, Moshi survive it out with 2v1.
Just excellently played. We are seeing a mastery of micro mechanics and coordination from Team Cambodia here in the lower bracket finals. They are just stopping everything.
They're stopping with
Aduh.
the RWM. Elon takes down Names. Another kill in the hands of Team Cambodia.
0-3
Oh, this
guys.
is looking like
Apa ini guys? Ya ampun.
Try to back things up with Vivin. This is not a good composition. Vivin
Ini game
will be able to
Mobile
back away, but
Legends
no,
guys.
close
Masa
call right
iklannya
there with the Urchin Rapid.
saingan
Will be
dia
able to
guys.
survive it out.
That was close. That was close. Team Egypt just needs to try and preserve whatever they can at this point to try and bring this to a full series. But it's already such a big advantage as well. The item lead, the gold lead,
Fredrin
the
udah
EXP, the
anti-virus.
map control, all in favor of Team Cambodia. Nana gonna try and commit to some split pushing once again. But are they able to extend this game? Baowei is still a issue.
They're trying to dance with Team Cambodia, but here's the thing. Cambodia is leading the dance. They are the one who control every single movement of Team Egypt. Yes, they have Nana, try to do a little bit of split push, but they will deny it immediately, no matter how much. And here again, Urgent Rapid, Uwe just denies every movement of Nana, and that steel cable is getting closer and closer, going to actually deplete, but managed to survive it out. But Moshi on the other note, as tension comes through, goes in for the vengeance, but will be shut down by Nucci for the trade of devastation. And
namanya
Tegami overlooking.
Fanny-nya
Not
pakai
gonna actually
skin nggak
sacrifice
sih?
anybody for the trade though.
Little bit too
Oke,
over-aggressive there
aspiran
from Team
ya.
Cambodia. Losing Moshi, not ideal, especially since she did actually have some shutdown gold. But the gold advantage right now, still 5k in their favor. Looking at the itemization, already 2 items complete on many of their cores. Team Egypt
Hilang
still
tuh
struggling
purple
on
buff-nya
beating
guys.
their second in general. Purple buff being contested away almost every
Dapat,
single
dapat.
time. Oh, Nana actually did manage to get that back this time.
Okay, good still comes in. At least they don't allow that invasion too long here for the team of Cambodia though. But again, when it comes to all the turrets conquer, domination definitely feels like heavier on the side of Team Cambodia. So they gotta find a way, at least some of the way for them to actually push out some of the minions waves so that Team Cambodia, but RWM comes through, Bobby takes down Nucci immediately. Velvet, Names, backs off, but Ursa Rapid comes in, but at the same time, at the crucial stage, Velvet try to push in all the way with the bravest fight. It doesn't get any kill, and in the end, Egypt just actually lost one player without any of the retreat.
But as long as they
Sayang
keep
sih, dia udah keluar
Cambodia
ulti,
here,
udah keluar
Nana
spring
should
guys.
be able to trade for top tier 2 at least.
Nah,
Cambodia is
pelakunya
aware
nggak
of
tahan.
this. They're willing to trade the tower for more kills.
Ursa Rapid pushed out, Bobby takes down
0-4.
Names. Survive it out only for one player to be shut down. But here's the thing, they try to zone out things, making sure that at least that split push will be successful. But here, the mid turret might actually will be cost in the hands of Team Cambodia. Ursa Rapid been put out again. Not a really good composure, but Velvet will be able to survive it out.
It's a good decision here from Team Cambodia to stay even with the split push happening up top. They got 2 tier 2 towers,
Berserker.
mid and bottom, as well as a kill
Sayap.
on the enemy gold laner. All in exchange for only 1 tier 2 up top. They also get ideal positioning to control the Lord, which will go over to them for free. The
Masih
holy
bang.
defense is still standing as well, so it's not a lot of damage being done considering the amount of map control they still have.
Oh, they're gonna actually try to steal the buff though. Putting out the Earth Rapid, goes in for the Vis break, but at the same time doesn't get the follow-up that is needed. It's gonna be the side of Velvet. RWM already been picked up, goes in for the slide. Bobby takes down Velvet immediately, goes out. Nana doesn't actually able to follow things up, and there's no tricks comes in, and Team Egypt again losing all their trails.
Oh, that's really unlucky. The holy defense was popped by the first minion. It didn't hit the Lord, it's still full HP.
It's full HP for Lord to just come through for the crystal. Is it gonna be the final
Waduh.
Red Motion takes down Motion.
Waduh.
Double kill to Vivid as well. Nana
Iya,
ready to go
Bang.
in for the steel cable, but she cannot take anyone out. This is
Wah,
the
NC guys, 2-0 guys.
Cambodia. They know for a fact they want to go all out, but
Menang.
no. Nana doesn't get anyone. Crystal will be in the hands of Cambodia. Our next, our final grand finalist.
Team Cambodia makes their grand return
Wah, ini Kamboja
to the grand final
ketemu
stage
Indonesia
of
nih, guys.
WEC for the second year in a row. They will have
Kita
another
lanjut
opportunity
Indonesia
to
Kamboja,
compete
guys.
for the gold, to compete